least I got the cleaning out of the way. Hello, welcome. I'm Bo Promise. Thank you so much for joining. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the equipment that I would upgrade to if I were to upgrade. So sit back, relax, take notes if you will, but also feel free to leave any recommendations in the comments for myself and for others who will be viewing this video. Let's get stuck in. Starting with the microphone, I would love an Aston Spirit condenser mic. It's between the Spirit and the Origin. They both have similar design, but one is wider than the other. I love that it's a British company. I found out about it during, I guess, a lot of things I found out during the pandemic, I feel. It has a really nice design, although I've not seen it in person. I love that it has like a brush still finish type of situation. Kind of a bit like, I don't know, it has like a rugged, what do you call it? What's that word? Rustic. I don't know if you could put rustic with, I don't know, but it gives like a nice texture. Yeah, I really do appreciate design. So yeah, that's one of the details that I like. From the spec is great for instruments as well as vocals. So of course, we've got to prioritize the vocals because that's the reason why I'm looking at this. One thing I would like, if I were a touring artist, I would really like to learn more about performance mics and which ones I would like to take on the road. I think just for so many different reasons, what your preference is of sound, even just the shape of it and how it feels when you're holding it, but also hygiene, all these different factors. Maybe that's something I should look up on YouTube. But I'd love to learn more from other artists who carry their own mics with them. Other companies I would consider as well is Shaw and Newman, I believe. Yeah. Is that an Austrian company? There's one that's an Austrian company.
Es ist Deutsch.
For MIDI controllers, put my glasses on. I really do like the design of the Seaboard. I'm so sorry, I am going a lot by design because, I mean, in terms of functionality, I just need to program keys into the thing, you know, that's just the basics of it. So a lot of it probably is by design, but it does seem to have a sensory experience. I've just seen video clips of people who are inputting different instruments and they have, what's the pizzy? I want to say pizzy, but what's the, I'm so bad. Anyway, when people have input string instruments using the Seaboards, it seems very sensory, that you could, you know, but it's a sleek black design. I just think it's aesthetic, I can't lie. Would I get the Seaboard Rise or would I get the Seaboard Block? Probably the Block because it's more compact, it's smaller, if I'm honest. But yeah, I know in terms of having the Seaboard Rise, yeah, more keys is better, essentially. You're not having to change the octaves to, you know, widen. But I think for my use personally, I think the Block would be efficient for me. I was considering the Roli Lumi keys. I actually ordered two because you can, I don't know if you know about the Lumi keys, but you can connect two together to elongate and have a full size keyboard. During their initial rollout on Kickstarter, during the pandemic, I did order two. Unfortunately, there were a lot of delays and I saw some issues from reviewers and I thought this is too much of a risk. And I just thought it's probably better to wait until they've kind of got more of an establishment of the design and the use, because it was initially for learning piano as well. So there was supposed to be some app where you could learn songs, but I think they're focused more on making it a MIDI control. And also you had to connect it to something else to be able to hear it, like a computer or a phone or a tablet, I think it was, yeah. And that, for me, I think in terms of actually learning songs, that I felt like that was just too much friction. You could just get a keyboard for that. It was a really brilliant idea. I really liked the initial idea, but there was a lot up in the air about it. So I decided, yeah, that I would request for a refund, which I did. And I ended up getting this stupid Casio tone. It just shows that patience really is a virtue. Because if I waited a bit longer, I could have got the ideal keyboard that I would like, which is a Roland electric piano. I used it in college and it's just a no-brainer for me. I really did enjoy using it. Maybe something like the FP10 or equivalent, just something simple. I don't really need a lot of function on an electric piano. I just need a piano really. I always enjoyed playing on the Roland in college and they were just a joy to play on. I find that so important. Like if my instrument doesn't meet my requirements, I won't touch it. And I think it's really important that you enjoy the instrument that you're playing, you know. It should be a joy to play your instrument. It shouldn't be a chore. I think a big factor in my equipment is also, if I had a treated space, I'd put a lot more emphasis on my equipment moving forward. I definitely have the room treated. I think that that would make a lot more difference to what I notice with the recording quality in the instruments I'm using. I think that's probably like a big incentive, is to focus on the treatment of the room and the positioning of things like mics. And I think where I'm situated now, it's not really feasible to have the mic positioned in the ideal location in this room, because it is also my bedroom as well. If I was a bit more aware of sound treatment, I probably would have put some padding, but this isn't supposed to be a long-term situation, so I wouldn't look to adding that in now. It would be more of a case of when I move out from this space that I would do that. So I hope that this has been informative, just like the studio tour videos. Please do feel free to put in the comments what equipment you'd love, what equipment you would recommend. Leave that in the comments for myself and for anyone else that might come across this video. I'm Bo Promise. Thank you so much for checking in, and I'll see you in the next one.